At this stage in his career, Ryan Gosling has committed to mostly doing comedic, lighthearted movies. He went from a punkish tough guy to a charming goofball. The reason? Because of his family. Gosling now has kids who are nearing double digits in age, and the older they get, the less Gosling wants his face to be seen in something dark. So it's better for the sake of his family that he take on funny roles instead. But for movie's sake, do these types of films work with Ryan Gosling as the lead? And is this genre the future of Gosling's career? The answer to both is yes. But before I dive into why, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, if you haven't done so already. Anyway, Gosling has proven time and time again that he can pretty much do anything you throw at him. And when it comes to his present-day comedic lighthearted roles, Gosling is arguably at his very best. Most people agree Gosling stood out amongst the crowded Barbie cast as Ken. He stole the show and even got nominated for Best Supporting Actor at this year's Oscars. And as far as Gosling's big role of 2024 goes in The Fall Guy, he once again hits on all cylinders. Do I think he'll get nominated for Best Actor a second time in a row? No, but Barbie was 2023's most popular movie. Unfortunately, The Fall Guy did not live up to expectations on opening weekend at the box office, which is truly a shame because it kickstarts the summer movie season in ideal fashion. As predicted, Ryan Gosling, this time in his own movie, takes over the screen. I think it's safe to say he solidified himself as one of the most popular actors working in Hollywood today. And in typical Ryan Gosling fashion, he plays a character everyone can relate to. Someone who screwed up his relationship after an on-set accident and searches for redemption in both his career and relationship. Now, how many times have people in real life screwed up their relationships and careers and hope for a second chance? It's happened to plenty of us, which is why I think Gosling has become so popular. The roles he plays are people who have similar real-life situations, even if the movies themselves are a little far-fetched. It's impossible to watch The Fall Guy and not see at least some relatability between yourself and Gosling's character. He comes off as such a cool, funny guy too. So Gosling is a big reason why this movie is good in the first place. And his chemistry with Emily Blunt is off the charts. John Krasinski and Eva Mendes, you better watch out. Definitely one of my favorite on-screen romances of the 2020s so far. Now, director David Leitch is no stranger to action filmmaking. In fact, one might say he is the guy right now in Hollywood most notable for action movies. We hear his name a lot, he makes good films, and his action sequences are highly entertaining. Luckily, it's no different in The Fall Guy. We have plenty of crazy non-CGI stunts, the fight choreography is well done, and action junkies will eat up the screen. As a filmmaker, Leitch is very consistent and makes it a clear goal to go above and beyond with his stunts. I think by the end of 2024, this will stand as one of the year's best action-oriented films. Outside of star power, romance, and action though, The Fall Guy even works as a comedy. Of course Gosling is hilarious, but I really liked what the rest of the cast brought to the table in terms of humor. Specifically, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who might be my new favorite on-screen asshole. And the non-character humor is also clever. From the beginning, David Leitch pokes fun at his own movies and other Hollywood action blockbusters, such as Dune. It's this type of writing and comedy that I love seeing in theaters. When a film is aware of itself in Hollywood, it can be a blast. But even more so when it comes to Hollywood stuntmen. These guys get battered and bruised for a single epic shot in action cinema. The Fall Guy does what it can to make jokes about this part of their job and honor the work they put in at the same time. So humor-wise, The Fall Guy is pretty good. There's even a twist in the middle of the film I didn't see coming, and when it happened, the movie improved big time. The first half has its moments, but in my opinion, once plot points begin taking shape in the second half, The Fall Guy gets reinvigorated with energy. I'd say that's one of my flaws with the film. Things start out strong and keep it going for a while with fantastic pacing, which, by the way, the movie's runtime blows by, but around the moment when Aaron Taylor Johnson goes missing and Gosling is given a mission to find him, the movie loses its luster a bit. and doesn't pick back up until the midway reveal. Plus, like Leach's other films, it doesn't blow your mind or anything. It's not a masterpiece, just a fun time at the movie theaters with charismatic star leads, enjoyable action sequences, and a boatload of humor. It has the look and feel of a summer blockbuster, exactly the type of film needed to kickstart the summer movie season. So do the film a favor now and support it in theaters. Your entire family can enjoy it. Now then, to answer my opening question again, is this Ryan Gosling's future? Comedic, lighthearted family films? You can make the argument no, only because The Fall Guy didn't do great in its opening weekend, so maybe studios will look to pivot with Gosling's next role. However, the box office still has a shot to improve. Also, they're gonna keep giving Ryan these roles no matter what. It's what he wants to do. He's an A-lister, so he can pick any role he wants, and believe me, his Barbie fame won't run out for a while. It really only has just begun. So yeah, it's hard to envision Ryan Gosling doing anything else outside of this genre for the foreseeable future. As much as I'd love to see him in another role similar to The Place Beyond the Pines, Gosling is too hot with his current status. Hollywood can't let their pretty boy get all ruffled up. Like I said, he's probably at his all-time best as of right now. I know he's been big ever since The Notebook, but Barbie elevated him from huge actor to a modern-day Hollywood icon. So don't be surprised if he's solely in family-oriented comedy and action films for a very long time. Anyway, have you seen The Fall Guy? And if so, what are your thoughts? Also, do you prefer Gosling in this genre, or do you miss his darker roles? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you all so much for watching this review. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will see you next time.